one of the worst things you can do is tell somebody, just get out of the relationship, just walk away. It's so simple. Or judge somebody because he or her have not found the strength to walk away. Baby, let me tell you something. It's easier said than done. And you honestly can't speak on that unless you've been through that. And I've been there. I've been in those relationships, and it was so hard to leave. You know why? Because it's a mind thing. If the person or the victim does not believe that they can get out, they won't. If they don't believe that they're even worthy of something better, they won't. I stayed so long because I didn't think I deserved any better than what I was getting. Now, hear me. An insecure person is going to automatically be a magnet for an insecure person. That's how toxic relationships are established. That's what trauma bonding is. Abusive men at the root and at the core of all of that is insecurity, which is why they feel the need to flex their control so they can feel like they are in charge, they're in control. There's something insecure within them that causes them to treat their partners a certain type of way. So because I was already insecure, not feeling that great about myself, carrying myself well, I showed that I'm confident, but it don't matter how much makeup you got on, how you carry yourself, how you walk. If at the root of you, the core of you is insecurity, that's going to automatically be a magnet for another insecure person. And for me, it made me susceptible to domestic violence and abuse. So the question people always want to know is, how did you get out? Because I get it, it's hard. It really is. And like I told you, it is a mind thing. Personally, I got out by separating myself. I didn't set any huge goals or unattainable expectations, what seemed unattainable, like I'm just breaking it off. That was too extreme for me. But what I said was, let me just take some time. You'd be surprised how much you discover when you just take time. Just just take time apart, take time away, no communication. Now, of course, I was miserable because, it is possible to be absolutely in love with your abuser. You don't like the behavior, but you love the person. I mean, and so I was. It was very hard. But during the separation time, oh my goodness, things just became so clear. Clear about him, clear about me. Things came to the forefront that I just was so blinded by. I was blinded by love and infatuation, whatever you want to call it. And so separation and taking time was the beginning of my healing journey from those abusive relationships. Now, once I was able to physically take time, no talking, no communication, no interactions, no seeing you, which is to me, one of the hardest stages. It's a very hard stage in this process. But after all of that, then we have to address the root of how all this happened, which is here. They had complete control over my mind, because you can physically walk away from an abusive situation and still be in the situation and relationship mentally and emotionally. And that's where the breaking has to happen. The physical part is just the beginning. But when you can do the work to separate your mind, you got to free your mind from that individual. That's when things just turn out amazing. But that's the hardest part. I would say that's the hardest stage, is being able to regain control of my mind, understanding that I am worthy, I am beautiful inside and out. I did not deserve to be treated that way, but I allowed it. Am I self-blaming? No. But that's a part of accepting responsibility. And in some cases, we do stay too long because we don't see our value, we don't see our worth. And so the more I started to just work on me and focus on me and realize that I'm pretty dope. That's why he wanted me in the first place. he wasn't a good steward of it, and he wanted to tear it all down. But I'm dope. I'm dope, and I get to control the narrative. I get to control the narrative of my life, and how this goes, and so I began to walk in a bold, um, just a bold path of confidence and worthiness, and going back to my first love, which is God, and honestly, my Father. God and my Father had already told me I was dope. They already told me I was amazing. They already told me I was beautiful. They already told me I was all of that. I just didn't believe it. But baby, when you start believing that, ain't nothing nobody can do.